Hey to everybody that comes in. I'm trying to find something to talk about. At least I'm here. If anybody has suggestions, just like throw it out there. Hi to all the silent viewers. I hope one day you'll feel comfortable enough and join the chat. If not, I still appreciate you listening in. Hi to all the good lookers and to all the bads. Of course, you could always kiss my ass. Let's see who joins the chat tonight and what we get into. I haven't had a clue. Hey, Desi. I haven't had a clue on what to talk about these last few lives. But I'm here. That's what matters. We always figure it out. Um, so it usually takes a good about 15 minutes to see who else is going to join in the chat. I think you said hello, Desi. That programming thing popped up on the first thing and it says it on my phone. It says you wrote it on my phone, and then it says hello, well, without the H on my computer. So and then we always come up with something random. Exactly. We come up with a few things random. That's why it's like, oh, don't I try not to press too much on the title. But sometimes I wish it would just let it go like, hey, I'm live, not coming up with something all the time. It's kind of frustrating. Yes, a few somethings, right? But yeah, it's kind of frustrating. You have to come up with the title every time, especially if you try to do something every night. I've been at least trying to do this like 5 times out of 7 times in a week. So I think this week I got out 6 instead of 7. I don't know. Hey Diane, welcome in. How are you guys doing today? Yeah, that would be hard. Yeah, I'm glad we're getting other activities besides. Hey, Sweetums. Um, besides just chatting, we'll have the book soon, and then we got the movies. Sweetums, I didn't ask you last night. You probably don't remember now if your ring camera went off. But yeah, we're always finding something to get into for sure. It didn't go off last night. Okay, so let's set it up again tonight. Have your little prayer thing going on. Since we already got trolling, I'm hoping that means YouTube actually is pushing this out like they should. I set up a trap for my porch pirate. I wrapped up a rock and put it in an Amazon bag on the porch in full view of the camera. So they got it? I would have done, you should have put some, well, you don't have pets. I was about to say I would have wrapped it up with some shit, but you don't have any pets. Wait, you said, I don't know, you said Susan? I don't see Susan. Is that what you, I don't see. But yeah, I wonder if they're gonna go for it. You need to get Oh, I was really yelling for her to get in the live. uh, if this one gets taken and the camera catches it, I'm going to print out their picture and put it on the inside. The next package, yeah. Hi, Jessica. Um, yeah, I like watching the videos where they have it where it blows up when they get their package and stuff. A lot, or is when the guy, I don't know if you ever saw the guy that used to put like a whole bunch of glitter, like there were huge glitter bombs, so when they opened it up in their car or in their house, it would just be glitter everywhere. There you go. There's Susan. Desi was calling you to get in the chat. Oh, sorry, I was giving Chubbs his vitamin. Oh, no problem. We just hopped on here anyway. Um. Oh. Wait, is that Jesse? Jesse? Oh, I don't remember. No, I don't think that's Jesse. Jesse, is it? I know Jesse said she would be popping up in a different. But I don't think she would have just said hi coming in. I don't know. Is that Jesse? Jesse? Yeah, so they would be doing the huge glitter everywhere. And then he would put it like a recorder thing. And so once the people got it recorded, I mean, once the people got it, you could hear them and they were so mad. It's like you stole a whole package. That's what you get. Um, she pulled my ear. He's a brat, Susan. He was like, no, I'm good. If it was Jessie, she wouldn't have called us by the. Yeah. I think then she would have just said it was her because I know that she said she's not. Her name, she's going to have a different name. It's still going to be. I think it's still going to be Jessie. I don't think it's going to be Jessica. So. But still, hi to Jessica that came in. Hi, it's too simple for Jessie. She's more personal than that, yeah. Oh my god, are you talking about the vacuum porch pirate? Vacuum porch pirate? I don't. Um. Oh, and still prayers, yeah, go up for Jessie. And hopefully she's healing pretty good. I don't know the vacuum porch pirate. You guys, we got one more night, well, one more whole day to watch the movie. If you're gonna watch it, then we're gonna discuss it in the next live. But yeah, I've seen one with glitters. I've seen one where they put actual shit for it to blow up in somebody's face. Or just like a powder, a colored powder all up in their face. How does 1 times 0 equal 0? Don't get me doing my times table. Wait a minute. Is it? Anything times 0 equals 0? I don't know. Yeah, watch it before you forget it. Yeah. I'm at least gonna watch the late. Yeah, isn't everything times 0 equals 0? Or am I not remembering? I was telling my daughter the other day I don't remember my times table anymore. I never thought. I mean, I remember the simple ones, but I never thought I would forget. It was just hardcore in my brain. But one times go by, you're done. Okay, I'm right. Okay, anything times 0 equals 0. That's what I thought. So, um, but at least I'll watch the last one that we're supposed to be watching. I don't know about the other ones. How does it make sense? How does a lot of things make sense that we were taught? How does a lot make sense? I don't know. It just does, obviously. You tell me how it makes sense. There was a viral video of a lady walking up and stealing a package from someone's porch. It was a vacuum, and when she took it, it exploded with pink powder. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of ones like that too. They must have gotten really mad to set up such an elaborate setup. Yeah. Yep. Anything times 0 0. Google it. We're not math teachers. um. Okay. Come on, people. You think that's a minor? It says joined 15 years ago. Maybe somebody's using the parents' YouTube account. For me today was, I don't know, last night, there was like, all I know is like when you have sleep apnea, there's this flap that's like down, a little bit down in your throat. It's not the thing in the middle of your throat, that hangs in the middle of your throat. It's down a little bit more from that. And I've never felt it before. I never knew it was a thing until they explained sleep apnea to you. Or they wanted me to get the surgery for sleep apnea, which is removing also not only my tonsils, but removing the middle thing that hangs and then doing something to that flap thing. I don't know if it was removing it or it was doing something to it. And I was like, hell no, I'm not getting all that stuff done. They said that's like one of the most brutal surgeries to recover from because of where it is and the pain and just the healing process and everything and the risk of infection. So I was like, no, I can't use a CPAP machine. So last night it was I felt the thing literally moving and I felt how it constricted my breathing and it was flapping and I was like, I've never felt this before. And I wonder if there's something that I'm doing that's causing it now, or if maybe my sleep apnea has gotten to that point where it's like, well, you're just gonna feel everything that happens, because you do have a lot of events that happen during your sleep, especially when you're at mine is at the most highest number, which means the worst. But it was pretty scary to feel that going on, and then I was just trying to sleep and I couldn't sleep because I'm like, I'm running out of breath. I'm running out of breath, and I felt like I got so fucking delirious in this dance to try to sleep that when it got to be like 9 or 10 in the morning, I told you my grandbaby likes go coming in my yell, just bust open the door, and all you hear is yeah, 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 yeah. And he's not happy. If I'm laying down and he sees me, he's like, "That's not enough for me, homie. I gotta be sitting up." So I just gave up on sleep and I just started sitting up, and I'm just like, "Oh, now I can breathe a little bit better." And every time I try to go lay back down, it would happen again. Then he would come in. He would come in. He came in like I'm telling you, they tried to prevent everything for him coming in. But if it's daytime, and then he has the light off, he's not scared because it's still light. If there's so he'll just keep on coming in my room. But it's not really annoying to me because it's like, well, that's my grandbaby. He he's my grandbaby. I gotta always show him that, like, hi, I can't be like, don't come in my room. I want him to always feel like welcome to do that. But it's pretty weird that he has to have it where my door he's not happy unless I'm like watching to what he's doing. And then he'll just go about his business once my door's open. And he'll do that now until he goes like all day today until it was his final time till he started, was getting ready for bed. But even then, you could hear the struggle with them trying to keep the door shut. He just wants me to be part of everything. So I'm like, it's. I'm just glad I sat up instead of fighting myself back into sleep because I'm like, would I have woken up? It's kind of scary. Um, the channel has a minor. Oh, okay. No, you could go ahead and block them then. She's a minor asking for a homework help. If she hasn't even got past the 0 times, that's pretty bad. That's the first one she learned. I thought the dangly thing is the tonsil. No, it's called something else. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, the tonsils are the two things on the side. And then the dangly thing is one thing, and then the one down in your throat a little bit is another called another thing. Let me make sure. What causes sleep apnea? There's a lot is weight gain, but there's even people that are skinny that get sleep apnea. Um, but if you want to talk about causes, I think the only cause they could say is weight gain. But like I said, then how do they go to the people that are skinny and have it? I think it's a safety thing. He just wants to know he has access to. Yeah, it's definitely a comfort thing for him because he's so adamant about it, and he's just like, oh, okay, grandma's there now. Now I could go, walk from this room to that room and stuff like that. But it's funny that he really does not. He will not have me laying down. He'll be like, get, 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 get. And I'm like, listen, boy, I just went to sleep, unlike you just waking up, homie. So, but yeah, I get kind of scared when I know I can't use the sleep apnea machine, and for me to even try it again, I would have to go through the whole. They make you sleep over, and well, I think now you could do it at home. But before I used to sleep over in the lab, and I hated that because it's like somebody's watching you sleep all night long, and they're on they have a monitor. They're not in the room with you, but it's still very uncomfortable. And then it's like there's just a few of you in there, and I feel like what if they had a crazy person within one of us, and anything could happen because you're on lockdown basically. So, like I said, I think the last time I did it, they had a home one. I don't know if insurance will cover that. But anyway, it's a lot to have that machine going. And I have to have oxygen with it too because I lose too much oxygen in my sleep. And so I have to have an oxygen machine and that going. I just don't sleep. I can't sleep if there's something louder in my room than the First of all, it's just too fucking loud. Number one, the air pressure is horrible. you're having pressurized air in your face constantly, and it's to the maximum um air pressure. So you're literally just having pressure forced in your face, up your nose, down your throat, and then the machines are so loud, and I can't have something louder than the environment because it's like in my mind through all that I lived through, I was like, I have to hear the environment. I can't just not know what's going on if something loud happens in the house. I've tried it. I've tried having that machine and really tried hardcore 4 different times. And maybe they have a little bit more difference because every time they evolve on how the machine works and stuff, I don't know if it's going to be ever to a comfortable point. And now they have it where they have a chip that monitors you every fucking second when you're home. And if you're not using that thing for 30 days constantly while you're sleeping, they're going to take it from you. So it's pretty hard to keep one of those, even. Not only that, you're connected to all the kinds of wires, right? Yep. All the kinds of wires. And that you have to, they're all over your head, and you got to use Dawn detergent to get them off. It's just messed up. That was so cute. He was mad at you and Jerry for not giving him your full attention during the live. And that's how he is when he comes in here, or if I'm on the phone, he'll be like, he's like, Grandma's only mine, not anybody else's. Sleep in the hospital is impossible when they wake you up every 2 hours. Just you do, oh yeah, doze off and then ask. Yeah, it's not in the hospital. It's like off like at little clinics. I've never been tested in a hospital for sleep apnea. I guess my mother-in-law has to wear one, and when the mask gets moved just slightly, it sounds like a damn leaf blower, and that's what it feels like too. And I just never can sleep through it. It makes me feel worse because I'm getting no sleep compared to I'm just getting a little bit of sleep. So it's hard, but it's also scary to see how my breathing is. Feel it, now. The hospital's no place to sleep. Yeah. Like I said, these are more of like little clinics that I've been in. I think the hospital would be less scary for me to be in with it. But the little clinics where you only have like 5 people doing a sleep study and somebody, it always feel like, oh, what if somebody's crazy and like I said, spazzes out or something? There's really not much help once you're in there. Oh, he just loves you so much, yeah. He's really tripped. Hopefully I don't gotta go through that every morning. But I don't know what we could do. Like my door just doesn't latch at all, so there are new models now, though you should ask to get upgraded to the new machines. There's no mask now. There's no mask now, and it's quiet. I've just seen it on TV. I think they're gonna install a baby gate soon. Not for my room, but for the kitchen when they're not in the kitchen. But that just means when they're in the kitchen, he's still gonna be in there opening my door. There's no mask. How are they using it? Let me look up it. But then you have to realize whatever new one doesn't mean that insurance is going to pay for that one. Insurance could be still paying for the new clunky ones. I think for, yeah, let's say full face. Because also mine has to be a full face because I'm sure nose ones you could deal with, but mine has to be a full face one because I'm what they call the mouth breather one, which means I just sleep with my mouth open a lot during the night. That mask is pretty much still the same. They still have to it still covers everything. Uh, yeah, that mask is still the same. The nose one is that mask is a little smaller, but it's still going to have the same amount of pressure coming in. The nose one is definitely smaller. Wow, the nose one you really don't have a mask on it. That's crazy, but the nose and mouth is still. Oh, I see some that are a little different. I wonder if everybody could get that kind. I would have to see. If it's different, I definitely the next time I go into my primary, which isn't gonna be right away, I'll just ask about it, and then I could see what different models, and then even if they didn't have the model I wanted, I wonder if I would have just have to ask them if I buy the mask, will it adapt to the machine? Because I seen one that had a separate mouth one and a nose one on the same one, and you didn't have. Maybe if it wasn't that much pressure on my face, it would work. But it's still gonna be a low level of noise. But at least I might not croak in my sleep. For me, like the first few times it was you would have to always go back, like you go through one and then you leave and they say, "Oh, you have sleep apnea." Then you have to go back and be tested with the sleep mask on during the night, so you actually have to go back 2 times. But the last time I went, if it's bad enough, they have to come in with the oxygen because they don't want you to croak there. That's how bad it is. So within a few minutes of me sleeping, I didn't even know I fell asleep. And they were like, "Whoop, with the oxygen." And so since I needed oxygen and the CPAP mask, I didn't have to go back again. So at least, or like I said, if I don't have to go at all and it's actually the home test, that would be great. I don't know if I would be able to do the test if I had to go into a lab again and get tested. Because I think the home test wouldn't be all my. I mean, it still might. That's what I think. It still might be the same with all the connectors on your head. Because the person has to come in and do it and then they leave. But I'll figure it out. Is my chat frozen or are people just not talking? They're like, who cares about your sleep apnea? uh, but yeah, it is quite scary to feel that little flap doing whatever. Hello, is anybody out there? Oh, I'm googling sleep apnea causes. Yeah, like I said, I don't think there's anyone, but at least I know unless they've changed it. Yeah, the nose one looks like it would be more comfortable, definitely. But pretty much, if you're a mouth breather and you have the nose one on, it's not gonna help with your, sleep apnea at all because, like I said, you're having that nose go up your ear, but you're breathing out your mouth. So the suckiness of having everything in the world, yeah, that would defeat the purpose. And I also don't like somebody knowing when I'm sleeping, what my sleeping pattern is, and all that crap. Have you had sleep apnea your whole life? I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know because I didn't know what it was until they told me to get tested for it. I know I've never been able to sleep my whole life, but I don't know how long I've had sleep apnea. I think I got tested when I was like around 30. There are some sleep apneas that are hereditary, which could be a thing. But you don't know unless anybody else in your family and that are older than you got tested and had it, but that that was never a thing. So who knows if it's the one that's hereditary? Like I said, it really doesn't matter because if you can't use the machine, you can't use the machine. And I'm damn sure not gonna get the surgery where they clear all that out of my throat. The tonsil surgery was already way too much. I would never do the other surgery. This sounds awfully frustrating having this on top of everything else. Yep. It's just like, well, no wonder like you're risking death in your sleep every time. Every time you go to sleep. And it's not just one time during sleep. It's several times, a minute. Did the doctors tell you what? No. Hey, Anna, welcome in. If you're, big or whatever, they're always going to tell you everything is caused by your weight. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it is or not, they're going to say that. So, but they can't, it's not like looking at it, they could figure it out. They wouldn't be able to. Did anybody watch the movie yet besides Susan? Or everybody's waiting till the last day like me? Well, like I said, I could discuss it. No, I'm not discussing it tonight, but I said I could have because I already watched it. But I'm just gonna, freshen my memory up by watching it again. My grandson has sleep apnea. He stops being. I was probably breathing at least 30 seconds before he takes a breath. It's scary. Yep, that's how mine is too. Like that's how come they bring the oxygen in and stuff like that. You do definitely you lose a lot of all that. They tell you how many events occur in a minute, and I think mine was like I don't know, it was so crazy. It was such a high number. I was like, well, I'm gonna be croaked anyway with all that happening. Um, I ate some chocolate last night. Did you have your coffee with the chocolate too? I don't think I am, but I'll try it tomorrow. Oh, you don't think you're gonna be watching it? I've been trying to finish this book and fell asleep 3 times, so I'm gonna binge them all tomorrow. Yeah, the whole sleep apnea thing is very terrifying to have, especially when you're the highest number that they have. It's like, so you have the most events and everything that occurs. Was it the Russell Stofers finally? Yes, sweet. But like I said, she's gonna like the Russell Stofers because she didn't have the Ghirardelli to compare it to. I think, I would have liked it because I did like Russell Stovers before I tasted Ghirardelli. So if I didn't have Ghirardelli, I'm sure I would have had no problem with those Russell Stover ones. Not tonight, not in the dark. No coffee. Oh, okay, you had water. I still have that little money dollar thing that I got during that part. I'm probably not about to eat that because that's Russell Stover's too. I'm like, blah to that chocolate. That made me feel worse than like the Hershey regular chocolate. Seems, yeah, I bit a strawberry thinking it was caramel nut. So I put that back in the box and found the caramel one. Even that you only took one, I don't think I would be able to eat just one chocolate. So I'm like, it must not have been that great. I know the box of chocolates, I don't eat very many at a time, but I know I'd be eating more than one if I thought it was good. I am so glad I made it to alive. Been subscribed now for a while. Yes, this is your first time in, right? Welcome in. You don't like strawberry chocolate, Susan? It sounds good. I don't like that either. It's great to have you here. Yes. We still haven't seen Winter Moon. Boy. What's it going on now? Like almost 2 weeks, right? That's just so creepy after she told us, like, if I'm not around and then what happens? I know we're watching 20 years later on Netflix and discussing tomorrow if you're down. It's okay, but I really wanted the caramel one. Yeah, the caramel ones are definitely the best. That's why I want to try to find some Ghirardelli with. Don't Ghirardelli has the thin ones with caramel. I want the regular size, boxed one with caramel in it. Yeah, you don't remember what she was saying if she didn't show up? Sweet, you don't remember that? Oh, you don't remember what she said? Well, I'll say it again, and I'll say it if it goes like a week or something. Or I'll tell you it on Instagram. Because I don't want it to be like, you know, if it's not that, I don't want it to be like spreading rumors or something. I'll just tell you on Instagram. First two books in a series of 3 posted in the community. Oh yeah, we do. Did I don't know if Sweden said something about that. We do. We started reading books too, so we're gonna attempt our another book. The first book was a fail. We're gonna attempt another book starting next month. Yeah, and these books better not be a fail because they're a series, and Susan already bought 2. I still have to buy mine and buy the first one next month. Susan got the first 2. There's still the third one that she hasn't seen yet. Well, wasn't it? What, Sam's, right? It better be good. It, like I said, it had a lot of good reviews. And with vampire type stuff, unless it is like a visual, you usually can't go too wrong with those type of things, because it's going to be left up to like our imagination. As long as they have scenes that don't aren't totally crappy, our imagination is what's going to make it. Our individual imagination. So yeah, Sherilyn. So it better be good. That's all. I'm trying to think if I ever read. I don't think I've ever read a bad vampire like book. Yeah, we're gonna start them at the same time, like sometime next month. I just wanted to like knock a few movies out of the way and then get that started. You'll scan the pages and send them to me. No, I wanna get the book. The books look so cool. Oh yeah, I didn't like Twilight. I didn't read Twilight. I just watched. Yeah, and I mean if they do stupid, it might be that I don't know. I don't know how stupid Twilight would have been if well I don't like how they did the vampires, like the lovely glitter and the sun type crap. But I don't know if I would have read them before the movies. Would they have sucked too much? But these books look cool, so uh, I'm definitely got to at least buy the first one. If it's not like, ooh, I need to get it again, then definitely, Susan, you can do that. But the first one I gotta get. Like I said, I like having the physical. I like being able to turn the pages of a book and all that stuff. Which books? They're on the posts. But if somebody wants to put the names of them in here, but Susan took pictures of them, so they'll be on the post for people to go and see what they are on the community posts that are just posts now. But like I said, I don't care if you guys write them in there. I never remember the names. On the Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin. I know I feel like anybody could write a book now, especially with the lovely chat GBT or whatever. But I think this was before then, even though there was always help with writing books for a while now. It wasn't called Chat GPT. That's why I posted the pic and divert everyone there, yeah. But Sweetums was saying it doesn't, like she can't even see it. You might have put it where, you know how if you guys do put things on the post, you can select, like, I think if only I could see it, if only the subscribers could see it, if everybody could see it. I don't know if Susan you put only for me maybe because Sweetums says she doesn't see it. Sweetums will have to read them to me and you. So you might have chose a one that not everybody could see because I definitely could see it when I go on there. Because you can get the ebook for free from your library. That's what I did. Oh, Desi sees it too. So Sweetums, you're the only one that doesn't see it. Hmm. Yeah, it's in the post tabs. Yeah, so that's where it should be at the top. All right, Sweetums. I know I would have to renew my library card, and for that, but I really don't think I would be able to read more than something on the screen that just my eyes aren't going to do that. even to do things this way where I'm reading the chat, that's only for um a few hours or whatever. Me doing the chat and the book, I don't think that's gonna work. My eyes are gonna be, they're just not gonna be right. I like the actual physical pages to read. Forgot I know my way around these here YouTube seats. I know, but the tab thing was a newer thing that they put where people could post stuff. Remember, before it was only for us as creators to post and for everybody to see. It's newer where anybody could post anything if you let them. I found it. It's on my phone, but there's no community tab on my tablet. Oh, okay. They really need to fix it where you can do anything on any device. What's the purpose of leaving the tablet out? The tablet, I think, gets the least has the least amount when it has to do to YouTube. I can see a lot of stuff on my computer. The only thing I can't see is when people do like the little gifts. I could see that they sent a gift. It's not it just says blah 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 sent a gift. It doesn't show the actual gift or anything. And then, so like, or if I wanted to send a gift or a donation, I couldn't do it on the computer or the tablet. I don't think I would have to do it on my phone. Like, get it all together. I need to renew my library card. I lost it in 1908. I used to be going hardcore with that library card when a library was like right down the street from me. And the more you support your local library, the more funding they get. Yeah. I still want to get back into the Laurel K. Hamilton ones, but the Laurel K. Hamilton books, those are some. You need a certain kind of mind for those books. I don't think everybody. I think a lot of people would be sort of like, "Oh, I'm not reading this crap. It's too intense." Because they got a lot more like, I think it's werewolves, vampires. She was the OG, and I think mixing all of them together. Um, so I think a lot of people followed after her, but I don't think they could get down to the nitty gritty like she did things. But we'll see. I gotta figure out what her last book was, and like the series I was reading had a whole bunch of books with them, so I gotta figure out which one I actually read, the last one I read, and then the ones that were left in the series before she passed. Then another vampire series I was reading, and I met that author, and she passed not too soon after I met her. I'm like, dang, what the heck, all these authors passing? Romancy isn't my favorite genre, but I read anything. Yeah. What is your genre, the favorite genre of books? What is romantasy anyway? It's just romantic mixed with fantasy, I'm assuming. But I want to see what. Oh, okay. A rapidly growing subgenre combining high-stake fantasy with intense romantic relationships, often with spice or explicit scenes, are dominated by popular titles. Mm. But like I said, older writers already have been doing this. They're just oh, and it talks about the books under Google. Laurel King Hamilton has been doing this for a while before she passed. Those books look interesting. What are they about? It should be a quick read, yeah. I like historical fiction and horror. Yeah, romance is a blend of romance and fantasy. It blew up over book talk. I also love the classics. Well, like I said, hopefully these books are better than. And then we got to figure out how much like pages we would read over a certain amount of time. We'll get the gist of it once we start, in the books, not going to be like the last one we tried. Yeah, this is the blend of Harry Potter, vampires, and dragons. Even though, like I said, before Harry Potter, I was reading books about vampires and werewolves and stuff that might not have had the dragons included, but I wish people would talk about other authors before Harry Potter. But I know when that's mentioned, everybody's like, oh, Harry Potter, yeah, the dragon thing. I haven't been able to find like um interesting Easter snacks to try. So I think I'm just gonna get the few I have, so I'll have them whenever I attempt to video next. But there aren't any good ones. I'm mad I can't find my jelly beans that I always get every year. They only come out Easter kind, and they're just born little jelly beans. They're not at the store I usually buy them from. I'm like, no. I get them every year, every season, every Easter season. Now they're not around. It's because Harry Potter is the most accessible one. When explaining something I know, I think they all compared it to the Fourth Wing. And I thought the Harry Potter books were good. I read up to 7. I didn't read anything after that point because I was like, why? I think, wasn't there one other book? I didn't read that one, but I read it up to the 7th one. I googled random candy and there's. Oh, I know I saw those. I wouldn't get those yet. The KFC jelly beans. Nope, nope, nope. Sorry I'm a mess tonight. These dogs of mine making me cuckoo, not woohoo, woohoo, woo, not night owl already. It's okay, Susan. We understand. KFC gravy jelly beans. It looked like it was 3 different ones. It was corn, gravy, and chicken in the same bag, I believe. The KFC jelly, yeah, flavors are fried chicken, sweet corn, and gravy. And the only one that I would probably want to, well, not even want to try, but try if I had it, was the sweet corn. I don't want to try. I don't want to try a jelly bean that tastes like gravy or chicken. No, thank you. Susan's sick. Yeah, that's gross. Why are we doing that name? I'm not saying that name again. That's not a jelly bean flavor. You guys always try to do. Catch me up in more words. I'm not falling for it tonight. But I didn't like some of the jelly beans are good. What they do Easter, the sweet tart jelly beans I like. Um, the Mike and Ike ones are okay. But I just want my Just Born jelly beans. Those are the best jelly beans in the world to me. We played Bean Boozle at work and we were all spit ill. Yeah, all of them in the sink. Yuck. Yeah. The Bean Boozle and the Harry Potter ones both are disgusting. Ew, Cadbury cream eggs. Where's that red? I'm not trying those. Hell no. I got the robin eggs. I got two of the fizzy pop candy. Um, one is Kool-Aid. One is the Kool-Aid brand, like Pop Rocks ones, but it's the Kool-Aid brand. And then I think one is just the Extreme Sour Warhead ones. But it was Easter, so I want to try the Kool-Aid one on a pickle. But that's only if I have the energy when I do a video to go to the refrigerator, get a pickle out, and do all that crap. But I do. I've been wanting to try OG Pop Rocks on pickle to see how it tastes. So imagine a Kool-Aid Pop Rock on a pickle. If that all works out, might be able to do that. The Harry Potter version, Susan, that was so fun, but so gross. Yeah, gross. They were all gross. You better practice pronouncing the word because your first live is going to be teaching us how to do she knows how to say that word. I love the robin eggs and the mini Cadbury eggs. Oh, yeah, I got the Cadbury bunny things in my cart. So not the egg shape, but the Cadbury bunny ones. Got that in the cart. I just gotta purchase it. Because I've been saying it all my life. Kool-Aid Pop Rocks on a pickle sounds like everything happening at once. That's why I hope I could do it. But one, I might not have any pickles at that time, and two, I might not even have the energy to go get the pickles before my live. So that's a big thing. Desi's was held. Susan, good now. You're gonna teach Sweetums with her itchy gitchy? Yeah, Snoopy Whoopy Doopy. What the heck why was that held? Well, I'm trying to think what word in there. With her itchy gitchy, yeah, Snoopy Whoopy Doopy. I wonder what the heck did they think was offensive in that? I spelled it twice for clarification, and Susan didn't read my second try. YouTube is a hater for sure. There was no bad words in that Desi sentence, though. Yeah. Snoopy, I wish my dad took us to Knott's, but I'll go on my own now. I never looked into even what Knott's Farm is. Is it just a Charlie Brown thing? Hey, sister, go, sister. So now, Sweetums, you gotta spell it out again how you pronounce it, so Susan can tell you which one was the right one. Doesn't mean I'm gonna say it. I might say it if you write it out again and I could read it better. On Target, they have something called Soccer Bit Swedish Candy Strawberry Dream, and it got almost perfect reviews. Soccer Bit Swedish Candy Strawberry Dream. And I got some exploding trolley gummy flavor gummy worms, and I don't those they seem so like I'm not gonna be able to do it, but at least I got it. Now let me look that up. Soccer Bit. Soccer Bit. Oh, you're just not gonna type? Oh, okay. Alright, I got you. Soccer. Don't you hate when you're typing out the whole? Well, most people probably don't use the computer, but when you type out the whole dang thing and then you look up and nothing's up there. Soccer Bit. Swedish. Candy. Strawberry Dream. So far, the sweetest candy's been good. I think I've gotten two things tried out so far. Oh, that's so much money, though. Freaking $5 for a 2.8 ounce. That's crazy. They're tripping on that price. That probably is good. For that price, it could stay on the shelf. But yeah, the sweetest ones, um, they, especially the one that I got last time, and the last one I tried them, uh, they were pretty damn good. Yeah, Peanuts Galore and Boysenberry, I heard they got some great fried chicken. What the heck? There's also Bubs, yeah, sweetest candy. I've tried the Bubs kind. I think that's what I got from. Where did I get that from? IKEA candy is so good and seasonal. I finally chopped up my pork made cubes for either adobo or chili verde. Slice them for pork. I don't know what that word is. And fried noodles, and have a big chunk for either koala or carnitas. It's like a gummy but creamy, and they have ice cream in the summer, cranberry in the winter. Oh, for the IKEA ones? Wow. IKEA in Thailand is huge. They have 6,000 parking stalls. Wow. Yeah, this Swedish one that they have on Target, there's no damn way I'm going to be paying some dang $5 for 2.8 ounces. Let's see the brand as a whole. So you got the cherry bottle, the cherry cola ones, or the cherry bottles. Nope, too expensive. Was that from Costco? Oh wait, meats are stocked up. Oh, for a good while. Was that from Costco, Susan? Oh, I got the organic white cheddar cheese puffs from Sam's. Oh, you're talking about the thing you got from Sam's, the pork butt? Was it pork butt? That's one thing I was saying I missed when she was in Sam's, how they had, the big roast. We would always get the huge roast, like, but they were the beef roast. When I was little, because we were a big family. But those you don't get that type of taste in smaller roasts. The big roasts are the ones that taste the best. But it's like when you don't have a big family, you don't need the big roast, so you're not gonna have to, roast the whole thing, so it's never gonna taste the same. My dad used to roast huge ones, and then he used to shave it so thin for us to have like shaved beef sandwiches. Those were so good. He knew how to, like I said, butcher up stuff, cut stuff in a way where it just falls apart. I don't know how to go whatever gets grain, all that stuff that he knew how to do. I don't know how to do all that stuff with meat. So even though Sam's Costco only had two shoulder, that's too much for me. Sam's was individual. Oh, okay. So shoulder butt. So what does that mean? One cheek. so so Costco did the two cheeks together, and Sam's had one cheek. The cheese rolls are good, but I wish the white cheddar flavor was stronger. I don't eat red meat, but is prime rib the same as roast beef? I have no idea. Pork butt is made from the shoulder. Oh, well, well, why is it called pork butt then? What the heck? And why were the ones that were in there looking like it was straight up doggy style meat? Why did it look like two cheeks and a hole in the middle of it? Ah, the butt just needs one butt. Was the butt the doggy style ones that I saw, Susan? Because that was like. uh. So what do they call the butt then? If they call the shoulder the butt, what do they call the butt? The questions I have. I have too many. No, you made that comment by the pork chops. Well, oh, so the pork chops going from how they built it up looked like it had a hole there? Baloney? What? That's baloney. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm too confused. The butt and the lips make baloney? Oh, so so they actually don't sell the butt part. So why call the shoulder the butt? The way my dad said was liver, lips, and the holes make. Oh, not the holes. Really? Do they gotta go there with that? They could have just. No. Why they gotta do that? Or, like I said, sausages, they say that's the beef lips and stuff. Oh, what if it's the beef hole too? Oh, I guess they don't waste anything, do they? I looked it up, and butt was the barrel that they used to pack and ship it back to colonial New England. Oh, okay. They need to get with the times. Call it a shoulder and not a butt. But yeah, about the beef roast part, I don't know what makes up what with that either. Swings was held. So it's sometimes called Boston butt. Oh, okay. Well, I don't eat pork like that, so I stopped eating pork like that a long time ago. But I do eat like sausage and stuff, so I'm eating the lips and all the other crap in it. I guess we said but every other time. The inconsistency is so silly. We're gonna after tonight we dip back down into the freezing cold. Uh, like 11-degree weather at night and stuff. So back to keeping the faucets on and making sure the heater's on down in the basement and hoping that pipes don't freeze for at least the next, not tonight, but the next 4 days after that. Then hopefully then winter is done doing its stupid thing, so we'll be above 30 until spring, please. Because I don't want to have a heart attack every time I go in the bathroom. It's like, is the water going to be on or not? Or the pipe's going to be frozen? Sausage isn't made from all that I used to make them, don't worry. So you think they keep that out of sausage? Why? And then just put it in bologna? I was browsing Reddit's Ask Men thread to look up some insults for men. What? What? Why? Sweetums. And one thread, today warmed up, but not, now it's cold as fuck again. You used butt as an ass instead of one T. Was that on purpose, Susan? What's the worst insult you ever received from a woman? And 90% was stuff their mothers told them. Damn. Dang, that's kind of crazy. 90%? Wow. And I'm sure if their mother's telling them something and then they hear it from a woman, I'm sure that enrages their soul. It either enrages them or will make them feel defeated. But these days, it seems like everybody gets enraged. Bologna is okay too. That's an hotel. What you just told me bologna was filled with buttholes and lips and all that other stuff. I never really liked bologna. I ate it when I was little, but I didn't like it. I tried to eat it when I was older, and I really didn't like it then. With some mustard on bread. Yuck. He was probably right, though, Susan. Bologna is like flattened Vienna sausages. Yeah, it most likely is. Because it's the same texture and everything. I've never was able to eat Vienna sausages. Those were just the gelatin grossness they sit in. Oh, so like I said, even survival food, I would just starve. I wouldn't eat it. And Susan, you like Vienna sausages? Oh my goodness. Do you like the gelatin part around them too? The canned meat is comfort food to me. Too bad, too much of it isn't good for you, though. Yeah, but yeah, I don't do too much. I'm trying to think what canned meat. I don't think I like any canned meat. Now, what's in Scrapple? I don't think any of you guys knew what Scrapple was, right? Like, what's in that? I'm sure that's the buttholes and the all the pieces, because that's just really all the scraps. But I dump the juice out. Oh, okay. Scrapple's probably all the pieces that are left over. Yeah, we did. But we didn't have it of saying Scrapple was like all the pieces. We weren't talking about the specific pieces. That's probably has all the lips and the buttholes and the scalps. I don't know why I said scalps. It's just so gritty, man. It's so gritty. Scrapple is pork meat and like oats or something like that. Oh, oats mixed in it? But I'm sure it's the parts of the pork, whatever that people don't like. Oh, the stuff that you would think gets thrown away. Isn't that haggis? Oh, sweet similar. Oh yeah, haggis probably is the same thing. No, I got really good. So scramble has another ingredient to it, like oats. I still wouldn't eat it. That still was nasty. But that was a staple in my family growing up too. Yeah, see, the scraps, the head, the heart, the liver, and trimmings. Yeah, what are trimmings but the lips and the buttholes? Oh, but it's mixed with cornmeal. That part I did, or buckwheat flour. So that part I didn't. I thought I didn't. Oh, okay. Now let's see, what is haggis? Is it haggis? Yeah, what is the things I look up on here? What is haggis? I've only seen people talk about, like heard people talk about haggis. I don't think I've ever seen anybody eat it. Haggis is a traditional Scottish savory pudding made from sheep's offal. Awful. So that's the sheep's one. So yeah, so the difference is one's made from sheep and the other's but made from uh pork stuff. Interesting. Fried up crispy? I know, that's what everybody used to do, I know, but a no for me. Native Americans have something called pemmican, which is meat, bison, elk, and deer with fat and berries. Bison and deer is good, but I've never tried elk. I think haggis is organs open called cooked in the stomach. Yeah, and the whatever I just said, the sheep, right? So what about the brownies? Oh, I started buying the stuff for the brownies. Do they taste gamey? Why was that held? I don't know. Yeah, I still am. I'm gonna get the stuff. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Cause like I'm gonna buy it, but just I guess I was. Oh, I know. Cause I was looking for a couple more snacks to add to my thing before I buy it. There aren't any like savory. Everything's gonna be sweet. I was trying to find like some different chips or something. What do they taste like, Susan? Use your words now. Don't say it tastes like me. I never had. Well, I had dare. I feel like, for me, I feel like dare tastes like a beef roast beef, a roast, but it's more. It has a little bit more gaminess to it, of course. For me, I think I only tasted it, but I would have kept eating it if I wouldn't have known it was dare. So it obviously wasn't that bad. It just was the fact that I knew it was a deer. I knew it got hit by a car. I knew it was brought to my dad, to skin it and break it down. And I was watching him skin it and break it down in the garage. So I saw the whole process of that stuff. So if it would have just been cooked for me and somebody told me it was a roast, I think I would have just thought it was a roast. But the other stuff I haven't tried. Just taste red. Just kidding. I don't know how to describe stuff, especially if you don't eat. Yeah, and then if you don't eat red meat, like Sweetums doesn't eat red meat, so I couldn't. Oh, it's hard to say because I can't tell you what red meat tastes like. Besides, it tastes like red meat. Oh, he full on skinned it too. Yep, did everything. He knew how to break meat down very well. He was a hunter and stuff, before I was born and stuff. So he would just like live out in the woods and catch stuff and break it down and all that stuff. So I don't think I could ever do that. Yeah. But like I said, well, I mean, people went hunting, where we lived. That was when we lived in the cornfield type thing. But this one was hit by a car, so they didn't shoot it. I tried beef before a long time ago. I'm gonna notice my face reactions if I know something is nasty or good. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's what I think. What do you call it? Venison dairy meat tastes like. So in survival mode, I would definitely eat it. Just tell me it's roast beef or something. Don't let me see you break it down. Yeah, I saw that movie. Get Out. Yeah, you're still on. Yeah, I try to stay on for at least 2 hours if I can. If we still got the conversation rolling with things to talk about. We were just talking about how different meats taste. Well, Sweetest wanted to know the difference between how if anybody ever tried like deer meat or elk, like what's the difference in the taste? It was deer, elk, and was there one other thing? Bison, deer, and elk. We're talking about all the different ways to use up the lips and eyeballs. Oh gosh. Oh, I didn't even think about the eyeballs. They better not be just. They do just be throwing the eyeballs in there unless it's a delicacy somewhere. Oh no, I can't. Chicken and beef for me. Yeah, that's the same. That's how I am. I mainly do chicken and beef. But I tasted dare meat before. Lamb tastes like pork chops, really? If it tastes like pork chop, no need to buy an expensive lamb then. Shoot, lamb meat, if it tastes like pork chop, buy pork chops. But every other everybody says gator and frog and all that stuff resort into it tastes like chicken. Google says deer is earthy, nutty, and slightly sweet. I don't know. All I know is for me, it was good. But like I said, I stopped eating it because I knew it was deer. When I was little, I was tricked into eating a piece of goat. I lost my shit and slapped the fuck out of my cousin. Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong if people try to trick you into eating that. I know I was with somebody once that said one day they're gonna trick me and feed me lamb or something. And I'm like, if you ever give me something and lie and tell me that it's something else, that would be it for a person. You don't be doing that stupid shit. Unless I tell you to lie, like I said, if we were in starvation mode and somebody had to feed me a deer, I'm like, don't tell me, just feed me whatever. That's different. But now if you're trying to be sneaky and ain't nobody starving around here, don't be trying to feed me something I don't know what it is. Yeah, a lot of people say gator tastes like chicken though. Same thing as frog legs. Go, it's stinky. Yuck. You were tricked into eating rabbit and durian? Oh, damn. What did you think durian was when they tried to tell you what they lied and say it was? Goat tastes like straight dumpster juice. Yuck. Not that I know what that tastes like, but I know what it smells like. Yeah. No thank you. What is up with these people? Do you believe in aliens? Yes. Do you believe in aliens? That's like the second night in the row. How do you get that's yeah, during it, that's why I said what did they say it was? Because I could understand what was it, rabbit? I could understand that, but durian? I'm an alien, sir. uh, is like you hiding in the void. Okay. What's like me hiding in the void, not believing in them or believing in them? You're hiding in the void? That really doesn't make any sense there. Um, Durian tastes like garlic ice cream to me. Yeah, blah. It and it smells like gasoline. Like that's why I said, what did they say to you're hiding in the stupid? Does girl not sir? Oh, girl not sir. I'm hiding in the void, aka my bed. Sweet, you sound crazy. You came on here talking about some do we believe in aliens, and now you're like insulting everybody. What the heck? Of that means like I'm talking to you from another dimension because I cannot see you. Because you cannot see me because I'm not on video, or you cannot see me because you're in another dimension. So are you saying you're an alien? Like what the heck? So or are you just saying because I'm using voice only, I should believe in aliens? There's a lot of stuff not said here. Oh, see, we could have continued having a discussion, but since you want to use that word, we're gonna say bye bye to you now. I don't mind having discussions with people that believe in things and stuff like that, but when you use words that are uncalled for, you're not gonna stay around here. It doesn't even say Sweetums be nice. They're not being mean, but the stuff that was hidden, they were mean. You sound like a straight up moron. And that's what I'm saying, Susan. You see how that deleted? How are their messages sticking around now when I blocked the person? So how are their messages sticking around? And then sweet, they literally just said I sound crazy when their cuckoo was an idiot. Sweetums gets so mad. We could debate Sweetums. We like it. Like I said, I don't mind a conversation. Even if it's with somebody that's, seems like I don't mind that the conversation as long as they keep it respectful. It's an idiot. I know why their comments so show. That's what happened last time too to somebody. Oh, what word did they say? Yeah, the R word. Every comment sounds like they're coming for. But like I said, I don't care. That doesn't phase me any. If somebody wants to have a conversation, no matter how silly it seems, um, I want them to make their point. So they never really do. They never really get down to what they're talking about. So if anything, I have fun with that type of stuff. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. Unless, like I said, they start calling. Well, they didn't call me anything. They called you something. So, but like I said, if you're calling somebody something that offends a good amount of people, then that's just block time. But it was weird and everything. But like I said, I could entertain stuff like that. I don't have a problem with entertaining things like that. Like we're just here chatting in peace, and these words come to bother my peace. Sweet. But Sweetums, you gotta realize that's sort of part of YouTube, and if I'm not bothered by it, like I said, it's okay. But what's the void? Yeah, that's what I'm saying when you talk about the void. That just didn't make any sense at all. That's why I said, well, what's that about? Yeah, but you jump off on any comment, even if it's not mean or trollish. Yes, it smelled like a troll. I know, Sweetums, but we gotta be, like I said, for this to be a channel, like, especially because I don't mind the conversations. I appreciate you, having my back and everything like that. But believe me, you guys know when I am totally against somebody. I won't go along with anything they're saying. I won't try to push the true meaning out of what they're saying. I won't do any of that stuff. I'll just stop them. All right, I'll follow your lead. Yeah. The void is an open space. Sweeps is our little firecracker. Yes, she is, and I appreciate it. But we do, if you hear me continuing in conversation, just know it's not getting to me. It's not bothering me one bit. The void is the space between that person's ears. Yeah. It was the second time it came in asking about the alien. Was that the same person? Like, I wasn't satisfied though. Like, it wasn't satisfied the first time. I was wondering if they were saying they were an alien. That would have been interesting. Alright, I'll just be quiet for night 3. uh, Eris is in her 20s. Yeah, but it is also when people come in to get a rise out of people, don't give them that. It's like sometimes people are coming in to have a conversation about stuff like that. But there are some people that are coming in to literally just get a rise out of everybody. And when you give it to them, you're literally giving them what they want. I felt snarly. Yeah. Sweetums, you're always like that though. You're always like, shut the fuck up. To anybody, you're always like, just like, shut the hell up, go away. Alien talk has been in a lot of stuff lately though. I don't, like I said, for me, aliens scare me more than like ghosts and stuff like that because they've been hidden for all this time, and I would like them to stay hidden and just give us the technology we need, and that we don't need it to see anything because they're too scary. Thank you. Yeah, the ones we need to release the hounds on are those who come in disrespectful. Yeah, so it was just ain't having no shit. I know. It was just weird to lead with aliens in the void. It felt like the next line was gonna be insulting. Yeah. But that's why we wait for the insulting ones, and then, like I said, from there, I block them. I don't know why messages, YouTube's not just blocking out everybody's message when you block them. That's kind of weird. Well, we got 2 more likes to go to get to 10. Well, I think only one more because you guys see one more than I do. We got 20 minutes left. But sweetums, that will be something good for you to work on too, just as a person. Just know, don't give people what they want instantly. You know, it's like if they want to come on fucking with you, fuck with them a little bit. You know? And then some people have a good sense of humor, and when they come in sort of trying to be trollish in a way, they see that you're not falling for it, and that instantly might be somebody that could stick to your channel too. So it's a good way to practice, not just hopping off on all people. Let's wait for the next fishy. I thought they were supposed to release the file of aliens being real. I think they haven't they released them already? Because I know there was where there was a thing in the government where they were talking about reading the files and everything. And there were a lot of pilots that admitted to seeing things. So when they released it, I don't think like it was a big, huge thing like, oh, everybody look at this. But I think they did talk about it in Congress. Now I want to watch Star Trek. In real life, I never do. I'm dismissive. See, you gotta work on those things. But I get protective of you. Yeah. I'm good though. They're so far this whole time. Even when I have to block somebody or even when I tell somebody off, it doesn't. I might, even like when I'm online or whatever, I might look like it or sound like I have, it bothers me, but it really doesn't. And like I said, I get shocked that it doesn't bother me because I grew up always getting made fun of and all that stuff, and all my life that's how it's been. So when I started YouTube again, and it used to shut me down when I did YouTube, back in the day, 15, 16 years ago, it would shut me down if somebody said the slightest thing to me wrong. I would be like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I thought I would have some sensitivity to that coming back, but the journey I went on to like trying to heal myself, to saving myself, and all the other stuff obviously brought out, ways that I didn't even know. So when people started trolling, I'm like, what? This doesn't affect me? I don't give a shit. I'm like, this is new, so I appreciate that I don't get affected by that anymore. I'm sure there will be some in the future. But since I started back, nobody's fazed me with their shit. Oh, have they? Oh my god, I haven't seen. I guess the whistleblower said that they don't even have them at the Area 54 or whatever number, they have them at some other secret location. See, they didn't talk about that stuff. They just talked about pilots that had it in their records that they saw some ships that weren't that were they couldn't identify them and stuff like that. I don't think they got into the real true stuff, but there were people reading what they saw. In real life, I don't give a toss about anyone starting stuff. It's this environment where people feel free to spew whatever bullcrap pops into their empty heads. Yeah. Obama said in an interview that aliens were real. Yeah. I mean, and then there are people that worked, um, a lot of people that they say worked, with companies that have worked with, like, you guys gotta admit, like I said, I always say, human brains have always been around, but was there such thing as the internet and how phones could do fucking anything now and AI and all that other stuff? That's not just humans getting smarter. That's fucking alien technology being used way more. Come on now. Oh. Our asses don't go from stone wheels on cars to we could have a phone that could do anything, whatever. And we're not that intelligent. Sorry. Who built the pyramids? And you gotta think about the pyramids are not only above, they're below too. Like, come on, everything. There's so many things that can't be explained. So, like I said, for me, I'm cool. I haven't had to see one. I've seen objects in the sky that I couldn't identify or whatever, but I don't want to see a creature. I don't want to see an alien. I don't want to know what they could do. I love the advancement in technology. You can take back AI. I hate that part, but all the other advancements in technology, okay. But please, I never need to see you. You're gonna make me lock my windows tonight. Shoot. Like I said, I don't. I That's one thing I won't talk about much because I'm too scared of them. Give me a ghost, give me a demon, give me give me a fuck the best person, but fucking alien, hell nah. When I was in junior high, we saw a UFO flying super low, so my mom followed it and it disappeared into the cemetery. We called it in, and the police came and talked to us, but they said we didn't see a UFO, that it was a helicopter, and for us to keep ourselves keep it to to keep it to yourself, but you saw a helicopter. Oh, that really makes sense. Keep it to yourself that you saw a helicopter. Right. They told on themselves right there. My mom was like, "You ain't got to tell me twice. Tell us twice." Um, I was just watching a clip earlier where I forgot. I don't know what city or whatever, but this guy told a news team that he was a prophet and that he could call aliens whenever he wants to. And the news team said he picked a day, but they picked a time, so he couldn't set it up. Uh, and this isn't where things we didn't have drones or none of that shit that personal everyday people could buy. And the dude, called the basically aliens that they saw in the ships or whatever, some little thing in the sky that zoomed past them twice or something. And he had the news reporters believing it. They were like, "Oh, I don't know what I saw, but it was something I've never saw in my life before." So, and like I said, I've seen things zoom by, I've seen things go very slowly, and things that couldn't be a plane or whatever. And like I said, this was before the drones and all that crap. Was it in the suburbs? That's the city. So no, thank you to all that. Because there is no spiritual thing you could do to ward off an alien. One of the shows that I remember the series. Did you guys watch the V? That series. Oh, that series used to scare the shit out of me more than any Jason or whatever. That series was like, oh, please don't come and take over. My mom was like, it was shaped like a bell and it was silent and it didn't make any noise, so it wasn't a helicopter. They were like, that's exactly what it was. Like I said, if it was, I'm getting a little wheezy now, but if it was like a helicopter, or if it was a helicopter, they wouldn't have told you not to tell anybody. They would have been like, oh, you guys are stupid asses. It was a helicopter. Bye. They're saying, oh, no, that was a helicopter. Don't tell anybody that a helicopter flew over. And helicopters make mad noise, if you guys know. Ain't no damn way a helicopter's gonna be flying over and you don't hear it. Yeah, I had no idea they could show up in the city. That's wild. You always see them in cornfields. Yeah. What? They ate their rats and peeled their skin off. What are you talking about, Susan? Oh, you're talking about the V. Yeah, yeah. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, I remember that stuff. I thought you saw them like, oh, you're talking because I just mentioned the he scared the crap out of me. See, you guys hear me scared over some aliens, but not anything else I could talk about. Yes, let's move away from alien talk before we get off here, because I'm gonna be having some nightmares if I do sleep. It was a underdeveloped part of the city back then. It was a city next to an empty field. Oh crap! And then a cemetery in the middle with a bunch of tall trees. Oh hell no! But I've seen things in the city, like in the middle of just the city, in the sky too. For me, and I was always walking with someone that saw it too, so I wasn't just delusional. One that was in Florida when I lived there for a little while. Where's our Larry at? He's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" Aliens? Oh hell no! The field, the cemetery, the trees. It sounds like you entered and you ain't leaving. Yeah. Like I said, we lived in the middle of a cornfield, so that junk was horrible too. Oh yeah, yeah. But I told him to post it on the whatever the post, and he never did. Oh yeah, he did say he was making brisket. So crazy. It started in the middle of the city and ended there in the cemetery. It was like, okay, if you see anyone I know who passed, it's a damn alien. No, no. Have you read Salem's Lot? No. I've seen Salem's Lot. Isn't that a movie? I haven't read it though. That's Stephen King, right? Or no? Can you imagine if you saw a 7-foot alien walking among? Oh, no, that'd be terrible. I don't like seeing anything taller than me. Shoot. Yeah, I think I remember watching it. I just didn't read it. But sometimes I get scared of, especially skinny people. Skinny people, skinny that are taller than me. I'm like, oh heck no! I don't know why I get scared of them. I'm like, I'd be like, don't hurt me or my family. I'll be your safety amongst humans, really. Yeah, no, thank you. Come on, you guys. We're gonna talk about something else besides aliens before I get off here. I don't want to be scared or what my mind to think where they're gonna try to. I feel like if you think too hardcore about them, you attract them. But people seriously want to be beamed up by aliens. What's wrong with them? The people that literally they want to do that, I just don't understand what's wrong with them. Why would they say that? Why would they want that? And those people that do say that, please pick them aliens over the people that do not want to go. All the ones that say they want to be beamed up by aliens, take them first. Oh, how about back to food? They just want the pro. They just want the pro bullshit. Anyone try the new Taco Bell items? No, Taco Bell is a no for me. I don't like their food. I'm eating the rest of my soup, ready to for a new meal tomorrow. And I got some bread today. Well, I had to get new turkey, so at least I remember bread. I'm gonna go eat my cucumber and celery. My sister says that apple caramel dessert is good. Oh, at Taco Bell. Yeah, for me, Taco Bell was always when nothing else would be open after you leave the club. Taco Bell would be open, so that's the only time I would eat their food because I was drunk and they were the only thing opened after the club. And most things when I'm drunk have tasted good. I don't know what my taste buds do, but I haven't tasted too many extreme things. Like I said, just Taco Bell that I wouldn't like normally. Only the mini taco salad. Also, I haven't seen. I don't think I've haven't seen people. I don't think I've seen people try any of the new stuff in any videos. See, now there's noise out there, and I'm scared it's an alien waiting for me. That's us and Jack in the Box tacos after clubbing. I saw there were new items with Jack in the Box. Somebody was trying, but not Taco Bell. What do they mean by a mini taco salad, though? Just a salad with taco bits in it? No, I don't have any. I don't have none of that near me. No Jack in the Box or anything. So it's good, but I didn't like their chipotle sauce, so I asked to leave it for them to leave it out. Do you guys ever see? You know what, Sweetums? We're trying to get off this. Yes, I saw that movie. It's a good movie, but it's a scary movie. And you keep on going back to the aliens. Did your ring thing go off tonight? Because wasn't it would have went off a few minutes ago, right? My cousin from NYC. It was scary because it was about. I thought it was. I don't know. I liked it. I don't know why I liked it, but it was okay. My cousin from NYC wanted some before he left. It's a tortilla bowl fried with taco filling inside. Oh, okay. It wasn't awful. I thought the movie was okay. Okay, no ring. See, we gotta always be what's it called? Mindful of it, and it probably won't go off. Did anybody else see Signs before? I don't think it was an awful movie. Like I said, for me, I was scared because I was scared of aliens. Anyway, but even if I wasn't, I don't like I said it probably was. It probably would have got like 3 out of 5 stars for me. I give it 3 out of 5. Was Dustin Hoffman in it? Dustin Hoffman? I don't think so. It did, but I didn't remember it. Wait, uh, it did, but I didn't remember. Oh, I did, but I don't remember it. Okay. There's the one with the signs in the cornfield. Yeah, that's it. And I think that's why it scared me more too, because like I said, I lived in a house that was in the middle of the cornfield, and it just was too close to the aliens get hurt when you. Yeah, that was the stupid part about it, but it was like it took a long time for people to figure it out, so it's not like they knew that from the beginning. Or they're so when they were so smart, but they. I don't know if I did until I look it up. But maybe the place they go to doesn't have water. But isn't that true? Other planets don't have water. A lot don't have water on it. So that makes sense in a way. Right, Sweetums? Great. Now that was nobody out there. Now it's an alien waiting to get me before I go to the bathroom. Well, on my way to the bathroom. My walk to water is a basic. Nah, how do you know? Are you alien, Sweetums? You can't say that. We can't say that at all. That's only on Earth. For humans, exactly. Exactly. No, oh, he's in the hallway. Well, you know what? I have to walk out with all the lights off and everything, and no light gets turned on until I turn on the bathroom light because I'm not trying to, wake anybody up or wake the baby up by any light. So I have to walk out there in the pitch dark. I used to have a night light, but then the baby pulls the stuff out of the outlet, so now I don't even have no night light because I had to put the protective covering on it. So I have to walk to the bathroom in the pitch black, and the alien's gonna be there, and I'm gonna bump into the alien, and I'm gonna be like, "Sorry, alien, please don't kill me." But you could go to my friend Sweetum's house. That won't start talking about aliens and think that you have to have water to exist off of, and you could go to hers. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So that you could have a debate on if you have to have water or not. Because science, yeah. So have you ever had their dry ass shriveled? Have you ever seen their dry ass shriveled up skin? Them holes are dehydrated in water. Eminem is gonna cut the live unless we talk about something else. I'm cutting the live anyway because it's 2 hours, homies. Um, yeah. So now see the alien technology that gives us whatever that little symbol is. Says that Sweden said although, but on my computer it just says that she said Desi, so maybe that's it. Okay, class, remember your assignment is watch 28 years later if you haven't already. I will watch it before I get back on here the next time, so make sure you do. You only have this day, which has already started, which was Monday, right? Yeah, Monday. So later in the night, morning, we will be discussing it. Unless something goes wrong, which I don't think anything will go wrong. Talk about some no. Get some lotion for the aliens in case they crash land. Oh my gosh. Thank you everybody for coming in, even though we had a scary talk about alien that was brought up by somebody that was trolling. But hey, good things to talk about. Like I said, the aliens, please save yourself from the people that want to be abducted by you and leave the ones that don't. Thank you guys for coming in and talking to me as usual. And I hope you guys have a good night. And I will see you next time. Okay, cookies and cupcakes, no scary stuff. Yeah. Alright, good night, everybody.